Jewel View Farm, located on the outskirts of Alliston, Ontario, is home to Tuff Therapeutic Riding Program. It's a registered charity run by Ellen Downey that for more than 20 years has been helping troubled youngsters overcome their hang-ups through the art of horsemanship.
What I've always known about kids and adolescents is the more dangerous they appear, the more terrified they actually are inside. And horses can respond and react to emotions in a way that makes kids who are feeling that way actually feel calm and feel better about themselves. We work with kids with mental health issues, everything from anxiety to sex trafficking. We provide them the opportunity to learn how to ride a horse and at the same time learn how to help themselves through the horse and the interaction with the horse. So basically, I'd like to say that we empower kids to change their own lives through their experience and their interaction with the horse. We have 10 dedicated horses. We have 25 dedicated volunteers. Each child and horse is matched with a volunteer that's with them for the entire 10 weeks. And my role as the facilitator is to engage with them and talk about how they're feeling, about what they're doing.
Ellen, in the first 2 minutes when she meets the kids, assigns a youth to a horse. And it's the most incredible thing I've seen in 20 years. She assigns a volunteer to a horse and then a horse to the youth. And then the team of 3 of us on the ground work the horse as a partner, myself as the horse mentor. The most important thing to get out of it is that it's not a riding lesson. It's a connection between our youth and the horse. And our job is to have them live in the moment. Forget about what you did before. Forget about last week, last year, last month. Live in the now and experience this connection that you have with your horse.
I was really struggling with substance abuse and just overall unhealthy coping, and it just manifesting itself in different ways. And that was really impacting my personal life, my family life, horseback riding. It was like impacting my entire life, and I needed a lot of help.
I felt that Paige needed to feel a connection to a horse that wasn't filled with expectation, and that Cameo also needed to have a connection with a person that wasn't filled with expectation, because Cameo was an eventer, and so there was a ton of expectation on her to perform, and Paige was exactly the same. Yeah. So it was kind of perfect, right?
Yeah, no, it was.
And so they had to find their emotional place where they connected.
Oh, I can't do it without crying. Oh, okay. But I think Cameo, she really helped me remember why I liked horses in the first place. Because I'm a competitive horseback rider. I did competitions at provincial, national. I went to the Royal, and I kind of had this expectation in my head of, like I said, I need to be perfect. I can't do anything wrong. I can't make any mistakes. And I think she kind of brought me back to when I was a kid, and why I started riding in the first place was because of the horses.
For many of our kids, they've never had the opportunity to take care of anything. Just touching and grooming the horse, brings their level of anxiety down. We start with that. We teach them how to lead the horse. We teach them how to put the tack on, and then we put them on the horse. And for 9 weeks, they learn a series of different exercises, as I said, building on each week, that actually lead them to be quite unbelievable riders.
I'd been struggling with my mental health for years, and I started coming here working with Ellen and a horse, and it was honestly like the best decision I had ever made. When I first started at Tuff, I would be very, very, very stressed, very anxious and tense. I wasn't used to the horses, and I was very nervous about their size and everything. But then As I got to know them more and I got to know Chico more, he brought a sense of calm into my life. It's been a life-changing experience. I owe my life to horses.
The horses are magic. The horses make it happen in a way that just, I don't know, it's very hard to describe. The kids will say, you know, I came in here and I was feeling so horrible and now I don't.
I've been coming to Tuff for 5 or 6 years now. I was super depressed. I had just come out and I was really just feeling isolated from the small amount of friends that I had in elementary school, and I didn't really know anyone else who shared my experiences or my identity. I was so nervous the first couple times. But, you know, that nervousness pretty much only extended to the people, not to the horses. They've got no concept of judgment. Like, I was whoever I was to the horse that day. Like, they don't care if I come each week with a new name, new set of pronouns, asking to be referred to as something different. They just care, you know, how I'm feeling that day. What are we doing? What's going on? And it also really got me to like come out of my shell a bunch.
Our kids don't give up. They don't give up on the horse. And when they don't give up on the horse, they all of a sudden feel like, well, wait a minute. If I'm not giving up on the horse, then maybe I don't give up on myself.
It's hard not to feel confident when you're sitting on the back of a horse. And then also, you know, being a young kid and feeling that sense of power and control. Like something that I was really lacking in my day-to-day life, that the horses were just happy to give over to me for a minute.
I wasn't really happy. I was just kind of surviving. And I think now I'm actually happy with my life and I'm happy with who I am. But yeah, I definitely have Cameo and Ellen and everyone here to thank because of that. I'm very happy that there's a program like this because, like I said, I think everyone should be able to experience it at least like once in their lives.
We've had kids tell us that they never could believe that they would have an opportunity to be on a horse, let alone feel the mental health rewards, the strength that they gain, the ability to challenge themselves and feel successful. I think that's the most important thing, is most of our kids feel like losers, and what they've done in their lives up until a certain point has been to find situations that reinforce the idea that they're losers, and all of a sudden they're winners, and they're winners on the horse because the horse loves them.